Right.
It's a turn on, and then you know they're a good guy because, like, I don't know, they can
accept it,
handle it.
yeah. Handle a normal
If you're
person.
threatened by like intimidating women, like you're not strong enough yourself.
Yeah.
So.
All right, guys, you're looking at the thumbnail, you're looking at the title of the video. Y'all already know what time it is. It is time to get active. Shout out to content creator It's Complicated. Fantastic content on that channel. Guys, I'll leave a link to this video down in the description box down below. I doubt I'll be able to finish this entire video. It's a pretty long one. Also, go check out all of the dope content on that channel, okay? I have not seen this yet, but in similar fashion, we must get active. Without further ado,
why is it more socially acceptable for women to hate men than it is for men to hate women?
Ooh, you do ask hard questions. I don't think it's more socially acceptable.
bullshit.
I think there's a lot of women shaming, so I think there's equal amounts of male and female hate in the world.
Well, right, but I'm saying, like, if a man says he hates a woman, he's called a misogynist. But, you know, if a woman says she hates men or kill all men or something like that, I mean, is she called out for that?
She's called a bitch, I think is what we call
Well,
her.
right, but I'm saying they're not typically canceled for that, you know what I mean? Like, we have a term called toxic masculinity, we don't have toxic femininity, you know what I mean? So,
Yeah.
Don't you think it's kind of one-sided?
Yeah.
So I disagree with you because I think that it is much more acceptable for women to hate men than for men to hate women, and I think it's 100% due to our society and due to the fact that women are the discriminated against group in so many different ways that's why it's okay for women to say that, but it's not okay for men because it's almost like it's genderist.
Yeah.
For a man to say something discriminatory towards a woman in that way.
Well, I mean, do you think...
She has a point, kind of, sort of, okay? And the point that she's saying is that those that are viewed as the minority or those that are discriminated against can punch up, right? As opposed to those that are seen in power or in strength, the perception of them punching down, okay? That's why those know what a misogynist is, but then if you say the word misandrist, they're like, wait, what's a misandrist? Because it's not even the lexicon of most people, but misogynist absolutely is. Now, I would say that I think that the reason that she called that out is not 100% accurate, because what I maintain day in and day out is that it's not as bad as what the modern average woman actually proclaims that it is. Go right over to your next favorite non-first world country to get a little bit more information about true oppression. Okay, let's keep going.
Think anybody should be hating anybody?
No.
No, I don't think that anybody...
I think anyone can feel whatever emotions they want to towards a person.
Well, then why aren't men?
Free will,
then
sure.
why aren't men allowed to openly talk about how much they hate women without being shamed for it?
It's because of the power differential.
Men fuck up a lot. Men mess up a lot.
I mean, women do too, but I feel
People
like
mess up a lot.
Unfortunately, it's more expressed towards men. Men tend to do a lot more wrong than women, in women's eyes, of course.
If it's acceptable for women to hate men, how are men and women ever supposed to get together?
Great question.
oh, that's a hard one.
That's just, I don't
You can't.
When you know it's
You gotta
in
heal
order
the
to
trauma.
come together, we just have to accept each other, no matter what it is.
Okay, when it comes
It's
to
a bullshit
dating,
answer.
do women care more about what men actually want or what women think men should want?
The latter.
Me personally, I think I listen to what men actually want. Like, I'll listen to their side and see, not just assume. Because I feel like having an assumption of men is like, it's different, it's wrong, because you don't know. Every man's different. So.
What do men...
Yeah, the reason why she couldn't answer that, let me tell you right now, if I knew you, we don't like blue streaks in your hair, okay? We don't like that. Okay, that's why it was like hard for you. So the gears just slowly come to a stop. She was considering that question. She's like, consider what they want. What? Let's keep going.
actually want?
Depends on the person.
Yeah.
Everyone wants different things.
They could just want somebody to have for the night. They could want somebody to have long term. It's like, we never know. So
You know what men want? Food, sex, silence.
Food, sex, silence, not sports. Not sports.
I mean, I don't know about that.
No, I know that's a joke, but I'm saying, you know.
Boom.
Okay.
Yeah, but all
If a woman
jokes is
says
based
people
off of
find her to be
90%
intimidating,
truth.
is that a good or a bad thing?
Bad thing.
Bad thing, why?
Intimidating is a nicer word for not approachable or not kind.
I take it as a compliment because like
Oh,
it makes you like
Jesus.
strong, and I feel like they like the challenge, like the intimidation. But then like sometimes I push the boundary too much.
Uh-oh.
I don't know, Brittany. We were talking about this today.
We literally talked about this, and I think that women having that is a very big thing, and that it should be more embraced.
I think it's a turn
Oh
on
my
for most
God.
guys.
I think it's a
though.
turn on for
Yeah.
most guys. but when
Oh
it
my
comes-
God.
When
Yeah.
it's pushed too far, once
Like a
once
strong
it
enough
hits
guy.
their toxic masculinity, that's when they get defensive about it. is
Yeah,
what it
like
is.
certain guys, like it's a turn on, and then you know they're a good guy because like I don't know, they can
accept it.
handle
Yeah,
it.
they can handle a normal
If you're
person.
threatened by like intimidating women, like you're not strong enough yourself.
Yeah.
So
Find her to be
I don't even know what to say. I'll be honest. I don't even know what to say. Could it be that there's degrees of toxicity that I talk about within my own community that spills over, that spills over completely and utterly? This idea that you need to rise to the occasion of an alpha female that is challenging you. Whoa. Could it be? Some of my non-melanated brethren, get down in them comments and let's hear it. Let's try to understand. Let's try to have a meeting of the minds, okay? Shit.
Handle a normal
if you're
person.
threatened by like intimidating women, like you're not strong enough yourself.
Yeah.
So
find her to be intimidating. I think
And that's the thing too, is that like oftentimes attractive women have a lot more leniency when it comes to their ability to make correct dating decisions throughout their life, because more often than not, dudes would be more willing to deal with her bullshit because they are attracted to her, you know? So it'll take her a long time to be able to figure that out. But in the meantime, she may entrap a young uninformed simp caught up in the media today to put a ring on it. She absolutely will. But will it end off in divorce? It absolutely will as well. Let's keep going.
by like intimidating women, like you're not strong
All
enough.
right, I've had
say
enough of
that it's an excuse when a guy doesn't like them, right? They're like, oh, guys are just too intimidated by me because I have too much of a career or this or that.
Look at that
I
dirty
find
woman in the
generally
background.
With
Why?
those women, they're just mean. Just from dating.
Why are
was
there
that
some
about?
women who are proud of being bitches?
Well, I think I just answered that, but
What do you find more attractive? Somebody that's down to earth and doesn't take themselves too seriously, or somebody who walks around and thinks they're all that?
Down to earth, for sure.
On a scale of 1 to 10, how would you rate yourself?
Uh-oh.
I don't feel like that's a fair question. I feel like I'm damned either way. A 6.
Okay,
That's
what would it
safe.
take to make you a 10?
I can't call myself a 10. I feel like that's like beauty subjective and it's up to other people. So
Does a person's body count matter in dating?
No.
Not at all.
If it doesn't matter, why is it often kept a secret?
I don't think it should be kept a secret. If
But
you're
why is
keeping
it?
your body count a secret, then
Why-
that's not really trustworthy. I think you should be open and honest, because honestly, it's 2021. Who fucking cares?
She
how
didn't
many
answer the
people you've
question.
slept with?
Why is it?
Yeah, I don't think it has any distinction on what you're going to be like in a relationship.
I don't think so either.
No.
if they got
I think people just get comfortable answering what is an easy out for them. I think that's really what it is, and it's because men don't want large body counts. That's why men hide it. Excuse me. That's why women hide it. That's why.
Got a lot of bodies, you know what I'm saying? They don't want to be looked at as if they ran through from a male perspective, you know what I'm saying?
I'm saying.
They just, you want to have a female that everybody ain't had and make it more special.
I don't need a man's opinion.
The past is the past.
Past is the past. If I want to be hot and sexy and open, I should have that as an independent woman, and you should be able to handle that. You should be secure about it and know that you have a hot girlfriend and you should even step it up. Just if you see how confident I am, you should have that same confidence. If you don't have the same confidence, I don't want your insecurities put on me. So step back.
Does a person?
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Sure. Okay. You know, continue to make these these irresponsible barriers for entry. Keep on keeping on. You could be as strong and as independent with the decades of being ran through. Do I want a vehicle that might look good on the outside? You know, Mercedes-Benz. You know, let's even go higher. Let's say a McLaren. Let's say on the outside she's a 10, but you look underneath and it's 300,000 miles on that goddamn McLaren. It's gonna significantly devalue the product. Okay, mileage and amount of schlong intercepted within your vaginal cavity is a pretty correlated thing. Okay, let's keep going.
Person's body count matter in dating?
Yes.
Yeah.
And no.
Definitely get STD testings if it's over like 25.
Yeah, but in the beginning, you don't really think about that. Maybe later on, yeah.
Okay. Would you prefer a man with too much experience in the bedroom or too little experience in the bedroom?
Too much.
Too much. Of course you're gonna say that.
So then why would someone's body count matter? I mean, does body count mean a good
Matters
thing or a
less to
bad
women.
thing?
It could go both ways.
So-
It depends.
Okay.
You know, that's a complicated question.
It's complicated, all right.
Yes.
If there was one thing you wish men understood better about women, what would it be?
How to please a woman sexually and how the female anatomy works.
Okay.
Why are there some women... Let's see, hold on. Would you prefer a man who has too much experience in the bedroom or too little experience in the bedroom?
Ooh, too much experience, absolutely.
Okay.
She has a good spirit about her. Listen, guys. You got to be able to intercept good spirits. Look at that smile. That's a fantastic smile. She'd be a good bar time comic. Like you walk up into the bar with you and your homies, and she's sitting at the bar. You go sit, and you just start talking about life and shit like that. Look at fantastic smile. I see here she grew up, fantastic home life. I see a white picket fence. I see a dog, maybe a cat. I see maybe 2 dogs. Okay, I see maybe 2 dogs. Okay, fantastic smile. Okay, you got to pick up on good energy, guys. All right, get really good at it.
70% of women do not climax from intercourse. Why would a woman rather fake an orgasm than teach her partner how to give her a real one?
Oh my goodness, that's a long answer. I could give you a long answer to it. I think women have a tendency to aim to please. Men are aiming to please themselves.
How do you feel about leaving a man with blue balls, and does he have any less of a right to feel unsatisfied than a woman who wasn't brought to climax?
No, I feel like it's fair to leave a man with blue balls. If I don't feel like, finishing the job, then that's on him. He's got to try harder.
Well, right, but I'm saying, doesn't it go both ways? Like, I mean, why should a man try to satisfy a woman if a woman's going to leave a man with blue balls?
I know, but I feel like more often than not, it's the woman being left unsatisfied than a man with blue balls. I don't even know. Yeah, I don't even know if I
There's an
ran into
argument
a
for that.
situation where a man has blue balls.
Okay. Which of the following is worse, a man who can't get it up or a man who finishes too quick?
Finishes too quick.
Okay, but if a man finishes too quick, isn't that like a flattering thing? Like the guy is so
your
excited
insides
that
are very viscous.
Thank you. Appreciate you.
Dude, I'm paying $500.
Are they
I
catcalling?
think finishing too quick.
was that catcalling or was that
Yeah.
compliment?
Absolutely catcalling.
Oh, okay. Well, I was saying, what's the difference between? Okay, let me ask you this: what's the difference between a catcall and a compliment?
Oh, if they're attractive or not. 100%.
Oh my God! Wow. Okay.
She's real. She's keeping it real.
Not cute. I'm gonna be honest.
Tell me this: do you think there's a difference between? Do you think there's a difference between? Oh, sorry. Do you think it's true women often
Throw 'em
find
all.
attractive men cute and romantic when an ugly one doing the exact same thing is creepy?
Yes, absolutely.
So then why do women complain about guys not willing to make an effort if it pretty much depends on whether she's attracted to him
You're
or
right.
not?
His level of attraction.
Oh, because women love to complain.
Why
She
do so many
keeps
women
it
complain
funky.
about being sexually
She keeps it
objectified
real. I told you
when the
she had
entire
good-
Vegas
good energy.
economy is built on sex?
I don't think that women in Las Vegas complain about being objectified. Not women on the Strip or in any of these businesses here. It's a separate issue between living on the Strip and living in the rest of Nevada or in Las Vegas.
They make money on being objectified.
But I get your point. You can't use Las Vegas as the litmus for the world. This is
please
the worst
don't.
place to evaluate
Sin City.
morality as far as marriage and relationships and women go. So
Yeah.
yeah, I mean, if you'll go to Idaho if you want to meet a nice girl.
Yeah, big
I
facts.
have
Midwest.
been harassed by more men in the last 3 days than I have probably my entire life.
Really?
Mostly because we've been out most nights. Men are scary.
If it's acceptable for women to hate men, how are men and women?
The reason I say that, she just doesn't appear to me to be something, like generally with the aesthetic, I'm trying to be nice about this, but like, she doesn't seem like the type that, dudes would want to catcall. It just doesn't appear that she would be that type, but, that's her truth.
Women ever supposed to get together?
I think that setting up situations that are safe is how men and women get together.
Can you elaborate a little bit on that?
I think that meeting people at 3 a.m. is not exactly a safe situation. Meeting people at like if you meet on a dating app, let's say you've talked to each other a lot, I don't necessarily think that that's like a safe situation. But knowing someone before you meet them / like meeting them in safe places, public places, and also going out of your way to make sure that you're being as safe as possible.
Being
just
safe
in general
is
the best option. There's not really any way to know that you are in a good space. I also don't have any experience dating.
I thought
outside of my I am married to my high school sweetheart.
That makes it
who I have known
situation.
my entire life, so I don't have any experience dating in real life.
In the modern 2021
Well,
She's the worst person to
with
ask
all due
that.
respect, then, do you think it's fair to be giving dating advice if you don't actually have the experience to back it up?
Exactly. Mom
Well,
G.
I have dating advice and I have relationship advice. I don't have dating people you don't know, like meeting people in public.
Which
advice.
is 99% of people.
Why are there some women who
just say you don't have it? What is so wrong in our society today, though? Sometimes I just don't know. The answer I don't know is one of the most disrespected and forgotten statements of the 21st century. I swear, I don't know. I can go figure it out for you. Okay, you say that if you're in an environment where you're expected to perform. Okay, if not, if there's no expectation to perform, I don't know. Why don't you ask my friend right here? Haven't dated since high school, so I don't know. It's ridiculous. All right, but I agree with her point. You want to make it as safe as possible, and too often, too many young people today don't think rationally about their situations at all. Okay. So it's very interesting.
who give out and even offer up their phone number, but then ghost you when you contact them?
I think because they feel like it's nicer to let you down easy, and they don't realize that they're actually just leading you on.
Do you think a post-op transgender person should be morally obligated to tell their partner that they are transgender?
Absolutely, yes. 100%.
When should they tell their partner? When they meet, before, or after having sex?
Before sex.
Before having sex, and probably when you meet. I think that there should definitely be a conversation, the same as like if you have an STD, if you, whatever it is. I think you should always have that conversation before.
Why would they need to do that if trans women are real women?
Because you are still, I still consider them a woman if you've transitioned, but I think it's important to let people know like your history before you engage in that. Then people can decide, do I want to continue with this or do I not? It's the same with someone with an STD. If you know about it, then you could say yes or no, but if you don't know about it, you don't even have the option.
Is it fair to label men who don't date trans women transphobic, or is that preference?
I think it's preference.
I don't think it's fair to label them that way. I just think it's their preference
not
to
fair.
not intervene sexually with transgender people. That doesn't make them transphobic. That they just don't want to do it.
Does a man have the right to feel betrayed if a trans woman doesn't disclose her past?
Absolutely. Absolutely, 100%.
Well, I agree. Doesn't a man have the right to know right away if a woman can become the potential mother to his kids?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
But you know what's interesting about that is there's a lot of people who will label that man transphobic, and I don't think that's right.
I don't think so either.
I don't think it's right either. You know what I'm saying? Like, you would want to know, I mean, outside of all of the unofficial, unnaturally made viscous innards that would be presented to you, I guess, eventually. Just even the option of children is not released, or it's not known about until that is discovered. So That's an interesting conversation. It actually transitioned a lot from the beginning of the video. I'm going to stop it right there. Fantastic video. Fantastic video. I really appreciate these compilations. Guys, again, link to it down in the description box down below. There's still 30 to 40% left within the video. So guys, go up there and finish the content and take a look at all of the other options available to you. All right. Questions, comments, concerns. God already know what to do. Mediocre tutorials and reviews at gmail.com. Guys, last but not least, I got a Patreon. Link to it down in the description box down below. Go click on that link. Go beam up. Go see all the awesome things that are in store for you if you want to continue to support your boy in all of this content. Awesome things in store. All right. Until next time, YouTube. Peace.